Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial slash get ready with me, kind of, because we're not going to get fully ready. We're just going to do the face. So it's basically just going to be a look at my everyday makeup routine, how I do it as a mom, how long it takes me, and what products I'm obsessed with slash have been using for a long time and really like. So yeah, it usually takes me anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, just depending on if I'm slacking or if I'm really in a rush and don't have time to take my time and do it. But this video is going to be a bit longer than that because I'm kind of talking you through it and explaining and showing the products. But once you get used to this routine, if you want to try it out, you'll find that you can do it really quickly and it's actually super convenient. And it does leave you feeling, at least for me, it leaves me feeling good enough that, you know, if I'm having people over, if I have to go to an appointment, or even if I'm just running out, if I was to run into somebody that I know, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, no. So yeah, with that, let's get started. Okay, so today's video is going to be a kind of a really quick, usually takes me about 5 to 7 minutes, makeup routine. And this is what I do pretty much every day, just to make myself look good enough to get out of the house and go and run errands or do shopping or go to work, whatever it may be. Because as a mom, I don't know, I don't have that much time to do a full face of makeup every day. I never really did that even before I was a mom, but I would definitely spend like, 20 minutes a day doing it. And now it just doesn't happen that way because I have a toddler and the only time I can do it is before she wakes up or when she's napping. So right now she's napping. I just had a shower about an hour ago. I guess we'll see, like, trying out this new grow your hair tips that I got from a good friend of mine and fellow YouTuber, and I will link her profile down below for you guys. Her name is Tanya. She has total hair goals for me, so I'm trying out some of her tips, and one of them is not to blow dry. So I don't know how that's gonna go because this is what my hair looks like if I don't blow dry it. I have like ringlets and then like straight, and then anyways, this is another story entirely. It needs to go away because I can't. So today I'm just gonna be working on the face. You guys will kind of get a really quick run through of what I do every day so that I feel like I can go out in the world and not look like the zombie that I occasionally feel like right now. Usually I start with a face cream, which I've already put on, and then I'll pull my hair back. Sorry, these clips are really hard. Off my face just so that I don't have issues with it. And I like to do this when my hair is still a bit damp so that it just goes back easier, and I find if I do my makeup before I do my hair, then I don't end up wrecking my hair and getting like kinks in it and stuff. Sorry, it's my husband. So the face cream that I've been really loving right now is this guy. I don't know if you can see if it's gonna focus. So it's from the Body Shop and it's their vitamin E Intense Moisture 72-hour cream. So I picked this because being pregnant, my skin is even more dry than normal and I do have eczema. So my skin always needs a little extra love in the moisture department. But they did say that if you're somebody who is prone to breakouts or you have issues with oats or wheat, that there is some of that in here to make it extra nourishing. So you might find that you have more breakouts. Just warning for you guys. If you want to try it, just know that it could potentially be too moisturizing and it could cause breakouts. And then the other one that I've been trying lately, I usually use that one at night, and then this one I usually put on during the day, and it's called Proteini Polypeptide Cream. So I actually got this one from Sephora as part of my like birthday gift, and I really love it. So I'm definitely, when this is done, gonna go and get some more of it because it's fantastic. Anyways, I just put that on all over my face, and yeah, so that's good. I'm ready to go to the next step. So some days I will wear like a full face, but like I said, this is just a really quick, feel good, get out of the house makeup routine. So first thing, this is a lifesaver for me, MAC Face and Body Foundation, and mine's C5. And this, I kind of just, I know people put this on all different ways. I just literally like dot it all over my whole face. And the thing I really love about this product, because I kind of go back and forth between this and one other kind of foundation, and then just the foundation brush, and you just dab it in. So the thing I really love about this is that it's very sheer and it's very like dewy looking. So if you want just more of like a natural everyday makeup, it's really fantastic. Still covers pretty well, but it's not like a foundation where like if you have a freckle, it's gone. It's very like sheer and light, and just kind of, I find it just evens out my skin a lot and just makes it look like fresh and like dewy. You just look like, I don't know. It's the one I always bring with me if I go on like a beach vacation or something, because it doesn't make you look like matte. It makes you look a little, you can kind of see it has like a bit of a sheeny, I don't know, something to it. So anyways, this goes on pretty quick. I kind of just like pull it up in my hairline, always go onto the ears, and then a little bit down your neck and jawline. So that's that done. And then depending on the day, like if I have any breakouts, I feel like there's anything that I'm really concerned with right now, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Then I'll just use like, I've been using this one. You guys can see it's the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin. That's like my darker foundation, so if I have any spots. And then my under eye concealer is just Maybelline New York, and it's the Fit Me concealer, and this is in color 15, so it's fair. I'm pretty tanned most of the time, but I really like an under eye foundation that's substantially lighter, because it also kind of doubles as a contour slash highlight without having to actually do anywhere near the work. So you're just kind of like killing two birds with one stone. It's great. So yeah, I just kind of throw that on in like a rough triangle. It doesn't have to be neat because you're gonna blend it out, so it really doesn't matter. And just take your little blendy sponge, and I always start at the bottom and just kind of work my way up. And again, like this is a step that if I heard Amelia waking up before I was expecting her to, or I really was in a rush, this is one of the steps that I would probably skip, because I would just like throw on a tiny dot and blend it in. But if I want to like look half decent, then I will do this, because I find for me it makes a big difference. So just kind of like blending it under the eyes. It'll look a little funny when you first do it. You'll be like, why is it so light? Then it'll blend in. And then on the top, I just put a little bit on the top, because especially if you're gonna wear any eyeshadow, like if you were doing this before you were going out, say you want to like vamp it up, putting a little bit of concealer on your eyelid is like a really, really good way of getting your eyeshadow to not crease and to stay nice. So yeah. So once it's all blended, just like super sure it really blends in there good. Don't like, it's one step, if you're gonna do it right. So once that's blended in, just let it sit, and then you can do either a translucent powder or you can do a colored powder. So for me, I'm going to do translucent because I want that whiter, lighter look. I want it to be a little bit more defined. But if you didn't want that, then you could do a darker powder over top just to kind of blend it out. I'm just going to apply this quickly and then I'll show you guys what it is. So this is a baking powder, and I just literally press it in to everywhere that I just put my foundation on. I'll show you guys. I just want to get it on there because I like to let it set and bake for as long as I can. So again, if you only have like 5 minutes, probably not something you're going to do every day, but on those days when you maybe have 10 minutes, it's kind of nice. I find it makes a big difference for me. So this is the powder that I use, Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder. I did try a much more expensive version from Sephora. I think it was the Kat Von D powder, and I didn't notice a big difference. I feel like it was the exact same. And this one I think is like $7, and you can get it at Walmart, Shoppers Drug Mart, anywhere that they sell Rimmel, and it works great. So, you know, a little hack there for you if you're somebody that doesn't want to spend a ton of money on powder because you're not going to use it all the time, but you just want to have it in your little kit, then that's a good one to go with. So while that's setting, the whole key with baking is letting it bake for as long as you can. So, you know, putting it on and then wiping it right off, it doesn't do as much as if you put it on and let it sit for 5 minutes and then wipe it off. It just kind of like let it bake. Just wait. So while I'm waiting, I'm just going to do a little bit of a face contour. Again, this is super fast and super easy. The kit that I'm using right now, I tried a different one before, and then I picked this one up because they had like the samples that you could buy, and I like to try samples before I buy a big one of anything because I like to make sure that I actually like the product before I commit to buying it, because I don't like to waste things. So this is what I'm using. It's just little, it's by Smashbox, and it has a contour, a bronzer, and a highlighter in it. So it's the Smashbox, yeah, there it goes, Smashbox step-by-step contour palette. So it makes it pretty easy for you. You can see I've used it quite a bit. I really like it. So it comes with like the contour, which is the darkest, and then the bronzer, and then the highlight. So for my contouring right now though, for my face, I actually use the bronzer. I don't use the contour color because I find it's just a little too dark. So I'll just tap some of the bronzer on, and then I just kind of start right above my ear and heavier at the outside, and then kind of blend it in towards like near the corner of your mouth. And just like kind of in a triangle. So wider at the top and coming down a little thinner, like that. Move to the other side. So just, and the nice thing about this product I find is that you can really blend it a lot. So you don't need too much. You could just put like a little bit on, and it's really great. It's very buildable. And it looks a lot more dramatic here than it does in person. I'll show you guys a better, there, take a bit. And then if you like, depending on how you like to contour it, you can also do like the sides of the forehead, just a little bit. I always like to do under my jaw because I don't have a super strong jawline naturally, and I find being pregnant, it's where all the extra fluid goes. So it's nice to just kind of emphasize that a little bit. Okay, so that's that. And then using the highlight color, from that same palette, I just take a little fan brush and apply a little bit, pretty like low on the cheek. I don't put it super high because we did the contouring and the highlighting with the foundation. You don't need as much. So that's that. Okay. Ta-da. It's coming along. We're almost there. So yeah, like I said, I was using the bronzer to do my contouring, not this guy. This is the one that I would use if I was doing a nose contour or like an under lip. I can show you guys that actually because it takes 2 seconds. So this one, and then if you want to fake a really nice pout, which I'll do today because just a little bit right there. Do that. It makes your lip look so much bigger. It's amazing. I learned this. I don't remember where I learned it, but it was like my whole world changed when I learned this because everyone started asking me where I got my lips done. It was actually really funny. So yeah, it's a good trick. I like it a lot. I don't know which one of these I want to use right now. Don't know. Trying to choose the color. So for my lips, I usually go pretty neutral. I'm gonna do my lips now because then I can just avoid brushing this off for another few seconds. And my lip liner, of course, is not sharpened. Never is when I need it. It's okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. So the color that I'm using, if I can even read it anymore. Yeah, so this is, again, Maybelline, and the color is Toast. You guys will not be able to read that because I can barely read it, but it's by Maybelline and the color is Toast. I really like it. It's kind of like, matches really well with MAC's faux color of lipstick, which is like kind of a pinky brown. Really just very good everyday color if you want something natural looking. So I'm just gonna throw this on. So another thing I learned from the same lip tutorial as the previous, bronzer under the lip trick, is that when you do your lips, don't like grossly overline them. You can see I'm just going like on the outside line of my natural lip, not within the pink, but kind of like onto the skin. And when you get to the outside corners of your lip, don't take your liner all the way to the corner, cut it short. So if you cut your lips, it looks like they're going to be smaller, but it actually ends up making your lips look so much fuller because they just look a little bit more like plump. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just what I learned. Look really strange with just a bottom lip liner done right now. It's very odd. And when you do the top, again, cut it short, so don't go all the way to the edge, cut it in a little bit. And when you line it, try to kind of make a little bit more of like a rounded line. Don't just, because a lot of people's lips, like for me, if I followed my natural lip line, it almost kind of like starts out rounded and then goes straight. But if you make that roundness continue and connect it, again, it gives that illusion of really nice, big, full lips, which we all want, so why not? All right. Baby, we should start living now, 'cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. So then what I do is I usually just fill my lips in with the lip liner. Filling the lip in with the lip liner prolongs the length of your lipstick wear, and it also makes it so that you don't have that kind of really, if your lipstick and your liner don't match exactly, you won't have that like darker or lighter line on the other side. I just gently blend it and fill it in. And there you have it. Slightly more defined and dramatic pout, which I really like, I have to say. I'm really a big fan. So yeah, depending on what I feel like doing for the day, whether I'm doing a lipstick or a lip like gloss, I don't know. I don't really know what I feel like doing today. Do I want to do like, no, I don't know. I don't have my lipstick here. It's in my purse, so I'll have to go get it, but it's probably going to be a faux day. Just saying. All right, so it's been a while. So I'm going to brush off my powder now from under my eyes. So just like very gently brush it off and kind of flick it, and it should just like come off really easily. You guys won't notice a huge difference because the lighting, I have a really strong naked light, but you can kind of see it's a lot more white, and then it looks more natural here, but it still like looks like I've highlighted my face, and I really haven't done that. Go back in and blend any concealer that's kind of creased. And this is kind of where I'll go and just like overall just do a blend. It's just a big fluffy brush. Just blending everything together. All right. I feel like today I'm going to do a tiny bit of eyeshadow, and I don't always do this, but today's the day when I'm going to do it for you guys. So, fluffy brush. And when I do eyeshadow, it's just all over my whole lid. I just usually use one color because like I said, this is supposed to be quick. Shouldn't take all day. Other side, just over the whole lid. And then I do a little focus on the outer corner just to kind of, little drama. And actually, I've stopped using most eyeshadows, and the color that I'm using right now is actually not an eyeshadow at all. It is the exact same bronzer that I used on my face. So, I didn't know this until very recently, that you could actually use bronzer as eyeshadow, and the color, it's much more natural looking than most eyeshadows, and it goes on really, really nice, and it doesn't cake, and it just, I don't know, I like it so much more than eyeshadow. So I will use eyeshadow if I want something shimmery, but for like a natural everyday look, to me this is just, I don't know, it makes you look like $1 million without having to try, which is really nice. Eyebrows, usually in my quick routine, I do nothing. I just give them a little touch up. I try to pluck them and snip them and whatnot once a week so they stay pretty in control. And that's basically it for them. And then it's just time for mascara. So a little lash curl and mascara, and I'm done. And actually, I'm lying. Who am I kidding? Can't go out of the house without blush. Jeez. So just a little and blend. Okay, and this one is by Tarte. This is my favorite blush ever. It's like my favorite color. It's called Risque, and it's just, I don't know, I think it's like the perfect, not too pink, not too like apricot-y. It's kind of just just in between. It's really nice. I really like it. It's a must-have in my kit here. All right, let's hurry this up, shall we? Little Miss Amelia is still sleeping, but I have other things to do, clearly. Look at this, I told you. It like ringlets itself. What is that? Like, seriously, I couldn't make a better curl with a curling iron. I don't know, but then you got this thing, which is like a curl and then straight. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any explanation for this. It's crazy. All right, torture device. You guys know. So, for anybody that knows me or has known me for a while, when I was on my last mat leave, I decided I wanted to do something from home because I got really bored. And so I decided to take the lash extension course and do that on the side just kind of for fun. And so I did, and I really liked it. It was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot about lashes and whatever. But being a lash artist, I felt like I had to have lash extensions on. You can't apply them for like a living and not wear them. So anyways, I ended up having lash extensions on for, I don't know, probably a year? Like a solid year. Like I don't think I took a break from them once in the entire time that I had them. And it was just like a lot for my lashes. Not quite even here. Better, sorry. A little lopsided there on the lips. So anyways, I was always super particular with my mascara even before that, but ever since doing lashes, I'm super over the top particular. So this is the one that I found that I really like. You can get it at Sephora, and I think now you can get it at Shoppers if they're a beauty boutique. So you can get it at a drugstore, but usually I get mine at Sephora because I just like to get the points for it. And yeah, the thing I like about this mascara a lot, is that it gives, for me anyways, as close to a fake lash look as possible. So that's basically what I'm always looking for, is like, I don't like clumpy lashes. I don't like lashes that are super thick. I like separation, definition, length, and curl. So I kind of expect a lot from my mascara, not gonna lie, because most of them are like, oh, you want volume. Okay, got it. But you can't have volume and definition because those are like the opposite. Or, oh, you want length, but you can't have length and, I don't know, volume. But I kind of want everything. I want it all. I want it all from my mascara, and I haven't had a lot of luck finding that. So this one is pretty close to doing it all for me. Mind you, my lashes are still recovering from my lash extensions. I had an amazing girl who did a phenomenal job. She got great isolation, always, and she didn't use too much glue. She just like didn't put too long or too thick or too heavy of lashes on. But, you know, for all those girls out there who do wear lash extensions, take it from me, your lashes will thank you if you take a break every so often. They will, because they just need it every now and then. Take a break. It's awful. You'll hate your lashes for that 2-3 week period, but in the long run, you'll be so happy because it won't totally fry them like I did. I think my lashes were literally like stubs. I didn't have lashes at all for probably 2 months after I got my extensions off. It took a really long time for them to grow back, and to grow back relatively normally. They grew back really wonky at first, and like no fault at all to the girl that I went to. She was phenomenal. Like I said, it's not good for your lashes. It really isn't. It's great for a special occasion, holiday, you know, something where you just don't want to have to put on mascara every day, or if you're going to sit by a pool and you just want to look nice and not have black running down your face. I would do it again in a heartbeat, but all the time, every day, not good. Don't do it. You'll regret it when all your lashes fall out and you have no more. You'll be sad. Trust me, I was really sad, because you become addicted to how they look and the difference when you take them off. Oh my Lanta, it is bad news bears. Like, yeah, not good. Anyways, I usually just put 2 coats on because, like I said, I don't like it to be too thick. Wait until it's almost dry. This one tends to dry really fast, so if I wait more than, you know, a minute, the first coat is already dry and then it gets all funny. So, ugh, I think I waited too long. Maybe not. I don't know. So yeah, 2 coats. That's it. I'm done. And then, if you're like me and you're a spaz with mascara, learned another little trick, which is amazing, and it's you take a Q-tip, just a cotton swab, and you wait until your mascara totally dries. This will literally just take it right off. So, I have one right here. There's like a little spot here, and you literally just touch it, and it'll come right off. And won't wreck your makeup. It's beautiful. Who would have thought? Right? I don't know. So anyways, guys, again, this is my favorite mascara. It's the best. If you haven't tried it and you're looking for something new because you're super particular like me, definitely check it out. You will not regret it. And this is my kind of finished everyday makeup look. So it's put together, but it's definitely not like, oh my god, look at that girl, she's wearing so much makeup. No, it's very, very understated, but enough that as a mom I don't feel like a bum. Especially if I haven't had a good night's sleep. It definitely helps me feel better. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or you want to know more about my routine or anything, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave if you like my content and you want to see more of it. Looking forward to seeing everybody back next week for another fun video. Who can say what's wrong or right?